Hello everybody, Luke Taylor here with another album review, and today's album is 2017 Leprous Malina. Now for those of you who don't know, Leprous is a progressive metal / experimental rock band from Notodden, Norway, founded and led by singer and keyboardist Einar Solberg and guitar player Tor Oddmund. Now Malina, released courtesy of Inside Out Music, is their fourth studio album. It's the first time I have ever heard them, and apparently it is their first album that does not feature rough singing. Now, listening to this is quite an experience. I have to say, it's very dramatic. It's very emotionally gripping and intense, but it is experimental and it is progressive. And I do feel that there are times where that loses me as a listener. I know that this was highly critically acclaimed, and I can see why. They put a lot into it, and some of the music is really incredible, and it does have a very dynamic quality to it. There is nothing that I can compare it to. Maybe there are little shades of other genres and styles that I can hear here and there, but really with Malina, I think Leprous is separating themselves from any other band of the similar genres, because I've never heard anything like Malina. I've never heard anything like this, with their combination of deep pads and these rivers of atmospheric keyboards, and then really heavy and deeply scooped guitar that has almost like a gent quality to it, a very heavy kind of like bow, 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 very percussive. Some of the drums are really incredible. I think some of the drums are distractingly progressive at times, where the beat, maybe the beat in the verse is a very, very easy kind of thing that you're getting into, and then the chorus kicks in, or the pre-chorus, or the next part, and it becomes very progressive and an odd time signature. I think that's interesting, but it does distract me a bit. I am a fan of progressive music. It may be less than they do here. I think progressive is an incredible seasoning, and it's an incredible thing when it's not distracting, or when it's not, show-offy or anything. And I know in the fact of experimental rock, when I figure out that this is more experimental and that they are intentionally pushing the envelope past something conventional, that makes it more easy to listen to, as far as like when you're watching an experimental film or something that is more avant-garde or art house. You understand that it is not a big blockbuster or not some summer popcorn movie. And I kind of get that with Malina, but I also get that they have incredibly catchy writing at times. It's just very evocative of it's kind of like this is kind of how I'm going to describe it. They begin to create their song, and then you know where it's going to go, and then when it goes that way, you get excited, but then it kind of goes a different way, and that's interesting to listen to. But it doesn't make me want to keep listening to it. In the case of a progressive band that I think does it perfectly, such as Sweden's Soen, they craft songs so well, but I feel I know where they're going, and it's just the way that they get there that can be more progressive at times. But it's still a song that I can sing along to, that I can kind of get into, and that I can remember. The Malina is an hour and 3 minutes, I think. And after you listen to an hour and 3 minutes, you're just like kind of stunned by all the music that you've heard. I think if the songs were written in a more radio-friendly manner, they would be, you would just want to listen to it all over again. So it's just a personal thing, and I'm probably in the minority about this. I know this is highly acclaimed, and the musicianship is incredible. So Leprous consists of Einar Solberg on vocals and keyboard, and his keyboards are really cool. They're very tonally appropriate, beautiful lush sounds, and his singing is really passionate. I have to say, his singing is excellent. He does remind me in some ways of somebody, but I can't place it. I can't exactly place it. Maybe the guy from Sigur Rós, but I'm not sure. His singing is very passionate, and sometimes just absolutely incredible. Also, Tor Oddmund and Robin Ognedal on guitar, and I don't know who's playing what, because there are a lot of guitars. There's harmonies and layers, some pretty cool clean stuff, some pretty cool heavy stuff, just a lot of guitars going on here. And the rhythm section is Simon Dervin on bass and Bart Halstead on drums. And Bart Halstead's drums are really cool, and sometimes they're a bit distractingly progressive. He's very good. I don't think he's as good as someone like Martin Lopez or like Mike Mangini or someone like that, but he's very, very good. And finally, another connection to sew in here, David Castillo and Jens Borgen did the mixing and mastering. So if you know Lotus, that's who did the mixing and mastering for Lotus. My rating, bronze. Now I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion. Might take me several more listens to kind of get what other people get, but yeah, I just it's a bit much. I think there's so many incredible things here. I'll definitely keep an eye on the band, see what they do, what they're into. So yeah. All right. So have you heard Leprous? Have you heard Malina? What do you think? Do you like progressive music? Do you like a blend where it's like 100% progressive or 50% progressive? Do you like experimental music? Do you know any other bands like this from Norway? Any other bands like this in the world? Please let me know in the comments below. Please tell me what you think. Please check out all my other reviews and all of the playlists on this channel. Have a wonderful day. See you later.